So then what did Allah do to make it appear that he died? Let me warn you.
I love his
And my language is sometimes very harsh because that's the only language some people can understand.
That's some strong language. Again, like if someone tried to create a similar theory around the resurrection of Jesus in Christianity, we would definitely be like, yo, this dude's a heretic.
Ruslan.
All right, guys, we're going to move on and address the conversation of how does this work from the perspective, right? Islam is having Ramadan right now. There is obviously Good Friday is coming up, huge celebration. All the Passover within the Jewish faith. There's a whole lot going on, but we wanted to look at this from the Muslim perspective, and a Muslim that sounds like comes out and affirms the resurrection. I might need my buddy Arthur to translate this for me because it sounds like he's saying what I think he's saying. And so David Wood reacted to this clip, and I want to show you guys this because this was very, 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 very interesting, specifically on the resurrection of Jesus.
Allah deceived the audience to think it was Jesus, but it really wasn't Jesus. And some Muslim scholars actually have thought that the person who was crucified was Judas.
Interesting. Okay. So the body double theory is that
Essentially, yeah.
Okay.
Someone else.
So would this gentleman then be a progressive Muslim?
Oh wow, progressive would mean I would say unorthodox.
Unorthodox. Okay.
When they saw him die on the cross, they were convinced he could not have been the Messiah. What they did not know was that Allah made it appear to them that he was crucified. What's the definition of crucifixion? It is that you should die by hanging on the cross. What is the definition of death? The definition of death is that Allah should send the angel to take the soul and not return it. Is there anyone who differs with me? Can Allah take a soul and return it? Tell the schoolboy, go back and study the Quran.
So that's what the Quran says. He made it appear
Correct.
as if Jesus died. So is this gentleman then going to disagree with the Quran?
I don't think so. I think it's a very unique interpretive ability he's got here. It's very interesting the way he reads between the lines.
All right, let's check it out.
So then what did Allah do to make it appear that he died? Let me warn you.
I love his
And my language is sometimes very harsh because that's the only language some people can understand. Don't come with this nonsense, because it is not only pathetic nonsense, it is absolutely sinful to say that Allah called someone else to take the appearance of Nabi Isa alayhi salam, and that innocent man, innocent because he never claimed to be the Messiah, he was crucified. Wait for judgment day with that nonsense. Pathetic nonsense. It's not there in the Quran, it's in your imagination.
He said, wait till judgment day for that nonsense. This theory. That's a wild thing to say to a community that predominantly believes that theory.
I wonder if, and I don't know this, David Wood would know these things, but I wonder how much he is in disagreement with legitimate hadiths that speak about it as being this illusion that Allah puts on people. That would be very, whether he's not disagreeing with the Quran per se, but he might be disagreeing with legitimate
with the hadiths. Okay.
yeah.
And the hadiths are different
Commentaries
on how to interpret the Quran, basically.
That's what it is. And yet it took the world of Islam by storm. What a brainwash ummah we are today.
He warned you.
That's some strong language. Again, like if someone tried to create a similar theory around the resurrection of Jesus in Christianity, we would definitely be like, yo, this dude's a heretic. Hey, you want to see something crazy? 67% of the people who watch this channel are not subscribed. Do me a quick favor, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you stay up to date on all the videos here on the Blessed God Studios channel. You know, so like, I'm not saying it tongue in cheek, is he a progressive Muslim? I'm really legitimately asking.
Yeah.
Well, then what happened? Well, then why don't you go to the Quran? Let the Quran explain rather than go on fancy flights of imagination. You're going to tell Allah on Judgment Day, you caused that man to assume the appearance of someone? And he who never claimed to be the Messiah, he was crucified. That is an act of injustice.
By the way, this is a strong argument because he's saying suppose that like it's Jesus getting crucified, and then he says no, it's not going to be him. So we're going to make someone else like appear like it's him, get actually crucified.
Yeah.
And he's saying what Allah would be doing in a situation like that is doing injustice to someone. Who?
Oh, I
Someone.
see.
Who's
Just
this
like
someone?
just like choosing a random person
Yeah.
to appear like Jesus and die.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I suppose people maybe people saw this, what he's talking about,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's why they said it's Judas, because no, he's no longer innocent.
Uh,
That's conjecture on my part, but
wow. Okay.
You
Keep going.
attributing injustice to Allah? What foolishness! Allah took his soul. They thought he was dead. They took down the body. They put the body in the cave. They sealed the cave. Allah returned the soul. As simple as that.
That's an affirmation of the resurrection, is it not?
Yeah.
but that's essentially what we believe.
That sounds like Christian orthodoxy.
this man just listened to all the Christian Orthodox positions, and instead of being like, I think I should convert, was like, yeah, that makes so much sense. I'll mold it into my thing.
Yeah.
Essentially.
I'm taking it back, because if the resurrection is true, then Jesus is. They believe that they believe Jesus is the Messiah, right?
Yes, but not God.
But
or
not
the Son of
God.
God. Correct.
Okay. If the resurrection is real, that's a huge on ramp to the fact that he is at least the Son of God, if not God in the flesh, right?
Yeah. I guess the way you would have to qualify Son of God for them. They would have to do it.
Yeah.
They knew that the soul was returned. And Allah raised him.
If there's a verbal affirmation that the bodily resurrection happened to whatever degree, it was literal, Jesus was literally dead, bodily dead, and then rose, that's a step in the right direction
Yes.
of anyone,
Correct.
Yeah.
even the Muslim.
That's a W.
Yeah, that's a W. Now, yes, there's some other things we got to work through: the Son of God, the atonement.
Yeah.
But let me warn you one more time. If you stick with this theory of substitution, you are going to be in a pathetic state on Judgment Day.
Wow.
That's a. What is he saying, man? That's a lot.
Sorry, I think what he's saying is you're attributing evil to Allah. You're saying he killed the innocent man, is what you're saying. And he's going to judge you for that belief.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
it.
One more time. This is a simple explanation from the Quran. And so, he did not die.
Yeah. So that's an interesting. I've never heard that from. I would love to hear more on that, and I would love to hear how outside of their orthodoxy is this position. You know, because I think if we can start at the resurrection, then I think we can work our way through classical apologetics to the rest
Yeah.
of it.
Because it seems to be the case that the resurrection validates Jesus' message.
Correct.
And a part of Jesus' message is that he's the Son of God.
Yep. 100%. Hey, this clip is from our daily after party stream. If you enjoyed it, consider signing up for our Patreon community for only $5 a month, where you get access to the replays of our daily after party streams, as well as the uncut extended versions of our podcast, Discord access that's private, and a discount code for our merch store, only $5 a month. And ultimately, it's the best way to help us contextualize the gospel of Jesus using media, podcasting, and of course, YouTube. The link for that is in the description or in the pinned comment. The perks are amazing. You should get on there. It's only $5 a month. I'll see you over there, all right? Peace.